Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully this won't do it anymore. I really apologize. Alright, anyway, back to the game. Alright, so as we left off, I'm gonna say Sydney's autopsy report. Oh, present, sorry.
Objection!
Ooh. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? You're... Yes! Puns were unfunny. Ha 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 ha. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Ooh. Oh, that... Oh, This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh boy. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Dude, that was such a terrible lie. I already know what... I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay, this one is super easy, guys. So, if the blackout happened, there's no way this could happen. You see, when I found the body, there was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. I'm gonna say it's this one, and it's gonna be the blackout.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, let's hear this one. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Ooh. You're wrong. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Well, my friend was alive. This is a pretty easy case. I didn't hear the time. I can't prove that's wrong. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it. Nope. It wasn't the murder weapon. It was not the murder weapon. Present. And we are going to present this. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait, hold up. Let me press. We know it's the murder. Oh, man, I thought there was blood on it. Alright. Let me go back. Let me press it a little more. I think that's it, but let me be safe, because I don't see blood. I don't trust that. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as the weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy. Okay, so it must be this. I'm gonna take the risk. I think it is the... the statue I haven't blown in made me a little cautious, but... I think it was right. Yeah, pretty sure it's right. Wait just a minute. Moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence! Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there! Okay, that's a clock! Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is the switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with his testimony now? I know my friend's watching this and he's probably raging so hard and I'm like... Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, rabble, 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 rabble. Order at the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never! Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, ah! Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Oh boy. Court record. Oh wait, no. That's... I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, guys, and I'm sorry. Let's set the clock now, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Oh, I think that was right. I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! I was so close! Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! I've almost had him. Damn it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Ooh. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let me have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off! Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Now this one's easy too. I'm going to say because the victim apparently arrived home from Paris, so the time was different there. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh shit. Well, now we just got another murder on our scene. Good job, Phoenix. Order, I say. I think we just caused another murder. It's not good on the first day. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Alright! Woo! Party time! And with that, this court is adjourned. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible at English. Give me a chance. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blood object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 2. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, good. Wait, no! I mean bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was nah, never mind. She was a slut. That's what you want to say, Phoenix. That's what you want to say. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I mixed things up there. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. But really, you made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? Oh, that was... Ah, my heart. That was... Oh, that was terrible. Butts, that was terrible. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's right. What the heck is she talking about? Obviously this. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump there. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick! I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks! Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Who my, you hit me pretty hard with this game. That's a pretty important life lesson to listen to, though. But, something to take home, kiddies. It's a pretty, important thing. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. The puns in this game are plentiful. Let me tell you. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh. Maybe over other things too? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Maya." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh boy, that doesn't sound good. It's only the first case game. You gotta let me breathe. Let me catch my breath before you shove these morbid predictions at me. Jeez. The end of chapter 1. Yay! I got an achievement, guys. Yay! A brand new episode has been added. Oh boy, I wonder what this case is gonna be about. Oh man. Saving content. Do not turn off your PC. Saved your progress up to this point? Of course I will. Why wouldn't I? Bet you that's an achievement. Do not save the game throughout the entire. Do not save once during your entire playthrough of the entire game. I don't know if it is or not. I haven't really checked the achievements for this game, but I wouldn't be surprised. Alright guys, so we're gonna stop the game now. Thank you for having me here. I know we had a few technical issues about the stream. Sorry about that. I may keep this video. I may take it down and upload a better one. My internet was acting a little bit on the fritz, so again, I'm sorry about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Everybody that saw this, I really appreciate it. And we will be playing more of this. I am going to try to play tomorrow, if not, definitely Thursday. But all I can say is adios. See ya.